This is a magical pill, just one pill, and you can understand what babies are saying. The woman didn't fully believe it, but she decided to try one anyway. She walked over to her crying baby, and suddenly, she heard him say, "My back is itchy." She quickly picked him up and scratched his back. In the next second, the baby stopped crying. Now she was completely convinced. The next day, when the baby refused to eat, she took another pill. This time she heard, "I want to use the teddy bear spoon." So she quickly switched the spoon, and just like that, the baby happily started eating. Later on the bus, the baby started crying again. She took another pill. It turned out the baby thought someone else's bag was his mom. After she explained it, the baby calmed down. That night, when her husband came home, he saw how well-behaved the child was and praised her, saying she had become great at handling the baby. But he had no idea. It was all because of those pills. One day at the supermarket, the baby started crying again. As usual, she took a pill, but this time, she couldn't understand anything. Confused, she took 2 more pills and swallowed them with water. Now she could hear it. The baby wanted to go to the pretty woman across from them. As she moved to push the stroller, she suddenly felt dizzy and passed out. When she woke up, she was still in the supermarket, but somehow she had ended up in the toy section, holding a toy in her hand. She quickly put it back. Later, she took the baby to the bank. The baby started crying again. This time, she swallowed 3 pills at once, but still couldn't understand him. Just then, it was her turn at the counter. As she stood up, she felt dizzy again and collapsed. When she woke up, she was in a bank office. Staff members were helping calm the baby. She quickly took her child back and apologized. That night, her husband came home from work. He saw a crowd gathered outside. When he got closer, he saw something shocking. The baby stroller and his wife sitting on the street, playing with toys like a child. Seeing a car approaching, he rushed forward and pulled her to safety. After being scolded, she finally snapped back to her senses. She panicked and started looking for the baby. After a painful headache, she suddenly remembered she had left the baby at the mall. Back home, her husband forbade her from ever taking those pills again and threw them in the trash. But he didn't realize she had already become dependent on them. That night, the baby started crying again. Helpless, she ran to the trash, dug out the pills, and swallowed them desperately. Her husband caught her, but no matter what he said, she just kept repeating, "I have to protect him. I have to protect him." She rushed to the baby, enduring the pain in her head, trying to hear his voice, but it still didn't work. Desperate, she ran outside again, ignoring her husband, and stuffed all the remaining pills into her mouth. Finally, she heard the baby, but what she heard terrified her. Her heart pounded violently, and she passed out again. When she woke up, her memory returned to the day she had pushed the stroller. Hearing the baby crying, she ran forward and tightly grabbed it. Looking down, she saw that familiar bottle of pills. She picked it up, looked back at her crying baby, and then threw the bottle into the trash. From that moment on, she decided to never rely on the pills again. Instead, she would understand her baby through a mother's love. She held her child tightly, gently comforting him, whispering, "I'm sorry," over and over again, and suddenly, the baby stopped crying.